farming for 44 years. This coming crop will be our 45th year. We just recently sold Lakeside Orchards, which was another farm down in Manchester, Maine. We had 12 acres of organic orchard down there, 50 acres in each of the other farms. We're down to 50 acres now. We also have 3 or 4 acres of gardens, a hoop house where I grow mostly tomatoes and that sort of thing. And we have blueberry plants and a garden, a bunch of gardens. We're mostly retail and wholesale to Hannafords. We do 45 different varieties of apples. We try to stretch the season from mid-August through the end of October into November. Now that we don't have the other orchard, we're going to be closing around Christmas time. So it's a seasonal business now. In terms of weather situations, things have changed kind of dramatically for us. When we first bought the farm, in the week around Christmas, it used to never get above 0. There'd be days when it was 30, 35 below. And we'd end up with trees just blowing up because as soon as they get that cold, all the moisture in them freezes and the whole tree just blows up, which sounded like gunshots going off through the orchard, which was kind of terrifying. But after that, things seem to have moderated quite a bit. The last few years especially, it's been milder and easier, except that in 2000, I believe it was 2012, in March, we had 70 degrees, really even above 70 degrees, sunny, warm, and we had bud break early. And then it was about 3 or 4 weeks early. And that means tissue is exposed to the weather. And it got to be 23 degrees that night. And it killed probably 20 acres of apple tree blossoms. It did not kill the trees. It did kill the blossoms. We've noticed heavier rains than we used to have. We used to be pretty well guaranteed that we'd get the average an inch, something like that a week. Not always, but pretty even. One year we did have enough of a drought that our well went dry. So we had to dig a new well. That's the way that we always felt a little bit smug in Maine that we didn't have some of these problems, and now we do. Maine was always scab. That was just a given. What they used to call railroad worms, which are apple maggots, and a couple of others. Manageable, big problems, but manageable. We knew how to deal with them. Now there's a lot of new ones coming that are less manageable. We don't know how. We're learning. We rely heavily on extension to do this.